Hello, hello. Welcome to the Kathleen Sessions. My name is Kathleen Slattery Moscow, and this is the show where we talk about stepping up and into our finest hour. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast, to the YouTube, and if you like what you see or you hear, if you could hit like, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so today we're going to be circling back to the body, to our physicality. I had promised a couple of weeks ago that we would make this a more regular part of the show because it's so critical. Our bodies, our vessels are such an important part of the equation in our ability to thrive and to, step up and into the lives that we want to live. But today we're going to be approaching it a little bit differently. So sometimes the mind leads the body. Sometimes when we're feeling anxious and small and our minds are sort of on a rat race, our body starts to contract, the shoulders pull forward, we get that tightness around our chest. So the mind is leading the body. Other times we might feel very open in our mind, very calm and peaceful, and as a result, the body relaxes and has more opening and feels lovely. But other times, it's the body leading the way. So we might have spent all day at a computer hunched over and contracted. And as a result of that physical tension in the body, the mind starts to contract as well. And the opposite is also true. We do a few stretches, take a few yoga poses, create some space in the body, and suddenly we have some opening in our mind. The good news about both these things is that it gives us two entry points to do something about things, right? It gives us two places where we can approach the issue when we are feeling contracted, small, anxious, when we want to feel more open, more vibrant, more alive. So today we're going to be talking specifically about approaching them from the body side of the equation, leading with the body. So much of this program, I love meditation and mindfulness, and that so much of that is about coming in from the aspect of the mind. But we're going to be talking about just a few approaches, four simple things. I had three, but I added in the final one because it's been so effective in my own life. But I'm going to share four very straightforward things that you could do on those days where you're feeling like you need something. So the first one is, wherever you are, close your eyes. And no matter what is going on in your world right now, no matter what your mindset is right now, just raise your mouth into a soft smile. Smiling, even when we don't feel like smiling, can give us a shift. The body, our choice to move our face muscles into a smile, can shift some things in our brain. And before you poo-poo it, in case any of you are ready to say that doesn't work, just try it, please. Just try it. So that's one thing. The second thing is that wherever you are, whether you're standing or sitting, no matter what you're doing, to lengthen your spine, either press down into your feet and stand up nice and tall, or if you're sitting, press into your seat and lift your heart a little higher. And in fact, that part of straightening our spine, lifting our heart, I think if you do it with your eyes closed, or even if they're open, you will notice that not only does the body open and elevate, but that act of lifting our heart and finding a long spine can also, again, bring a shift. It can elevate the moment, elevate what we're feeling. Maybe we're feeling small and it helps us and contracted, and it helps lift us out of that. Maybe we're already feeling awesome and we want to take that even further. Lift your heart, straighten your spine, and see the difference. Third, okay, I'm a huge fan of yoga. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm also a meditation teacher. I'm also a personal trainer. I love all of this stuff so much. But here's how it works as we're thinking about yoga in the aspect of the body leading the mind. Even if we take one basic pose like a warrior two on both sides, a warrior two, you're bent into a lunge, you're in a long stance, it's a standing posture. Your arms are stretched, your heart is open, and there are so many details to the pose. There's so much opening, so you get a lot of opening in your hips, a lot of opening across the chest. You get strengthening of the legs, so the lower body feels very stable. There's attention to detail. We've got to really focus on the position of our knee so that the knee doesn't cave in and put our knee at risk. We have to be precise with so many aspects of a warrior two that no matter what our mind was chewing on and stewing on beforehand, now the mind goes from attention scattered or attention in a wrong direction to attention held on your knee, the placement of your foot, the reach of your fingers. And again, a warrior posture in particular, you could do this with almost any yoga posture, but with warriors, it's the whole point of a warrior is to embody a sense of calm and strength. So strength and calm all in one pose, and this attention held on the fine details of the pose. So maybe you're someone who's tried meditation. Maybe you are someone who has tried different mindfulness techniques and you're really struggling. Try some yoga. You might be surprised that, again, by taking this physical posture, a very physical posture, yes, not only do we feel that opening and strengthening in the body, but it leads to a calming, an opening, and a strengthening of the mind. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So just know that option's available. Here's number 4, the one I threw in at the end, and I shouldn't have just thrown it in. It should have been on the list from the get-go. Let's say you're going through your day and you're feeling crowded, or you're feeling like you need, you're feeling great, but you need something more. Drop and do push-ups. 10, 20, or maybe just wherever you are in terms of your push-up capability. And this could be knees up or down. Maybe you just drop and do as many as you can in a row. I think you will be astounded how that very physical motion of the push-ups impacts your brain and gives you it again makes a very big shift. We get the heart pounding, we get the blood flowing, we're reminded we're alive. It's very empowering because push-ups are such a strong movement with the body, and you just drop and do them, and you stand back up, and wow. So those are just a small handful of things that are they're very accessible. For most of us, wherever we are, there's usually something on this list that you could do. I find them to be incredibly effective. And when you're feeling that you can't find your way out on a given day, remember that you have 2 entry points. You could meditate, you could take a pause and a deep breath. You could do a mindfulness activity like walking, mindful walking, or you can take something that is more specifically physical. I know walking is physical, but the mindfulness walking is done a little differently. Or you could do one of these other things that I suggested. I just want to keep reminding everybody that despite everything that is going on in the world right now, that we still have power. You still have the ability to control your circumstances to a certain extent, and that we need to claim that. Okay, all right. Come meditate with me at theKathleenSessions.com. Anyone, anywhere can join me on Wednesdays. Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Central. We've got, again, people that practice from all different kinds of time zones. So just figure out what 12 p.m. Central is for you. If you go to theKathleenSessions.com and you hit live stream, it'll give you more information on how to get registered for that. It's just 15 minutes long. There's no experience needed. We have a lot of fun. It's very effective in terms of a shift in the day, in terms of coming together and being more peaceful. But it's again very accessible as well. So again, I hope to see you at theKathleenSessions.com. And if you're listening to this right now on podcast, don't forget that you can watch it on YouTube and the same vice versa. Okay, everybody, have an amazing, amazing day. And don't forget that this, right now, right this beautiful moment in time, that this is your finest hour. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.